Hi again, thanks for tuning in for another episode of Math with Mullins. Today we'll be talking about Lesson 10.6, Samples and Populations. There will be 10 things that you'll be writing down for your notes today. The first 4 things are just vocabulary terms, so you probably want to leave a little space for those, but 5 through 10 you're just answering simple questions about surveys and samples, making sure if it's biased or unbiased. Here's your first page of vocabulary terms. Go ahead and take the time to pause the video and write down the vocabulary terms. Once you're done, go ahead and click play to go on to the next question, number 5. Here's where you're going to write down your answer. Number 5's question says, identify the population and the sample. So what you're going to essentially do is write the population is blank, the sample is blank. Go ahead and click pause if you need to. For question number 6, you're breaking this down into 2 parts. You want to know the favorite extracurricular activities of students at your school. Determine whether each method will result in a random sample and explain your reasoning. So would 6A, asking members of the school band, result in a random sampling? Why or why not? And would letter B, you publishing the survey in the school newspaper, result in a random sampling? Why or why not? Again, take the time to pause the video, answer the question, and then click play to go on to number 7. Number 7 says, you want to know what should be served at our school lunches. How should you ask the question to ensure the answers you receive are unbiased? Remember, unbiased means everybody is represented well, but make sure you also take the time to understand this might not, you don't want to take too much time. So asking everyone in the school would not be a good example here. Go ahead and pause the video and return to us once you're done for number 8. Here we go. For number 8, you're just answering a multiple choice question. You want to estimate the number of students in a high school who ride the school bus. Which sample is unbiased? Go ahead and pause the video and try your question. Number 9 says, you want to estimate the number of 8th grade students in your school who consider it relaxing to listen to music. If you randomly survey 15 members of the school band, but your friend surveys every 5th student whose name appears on the ABC list of 8th graders, which sample would be unbiased? Would your sample be unbiased, or would your friend's sample be unbiased? Make sure you take time to explain your answer, so go ahead and pause the video and try answering this question with your partner. The last question you have will be on the next slide. You're just going to watch this one, so don't write anything. Just watch how I do this question. It says, using proportions to predict outcomes. You ask 75 randomly chosen students how many movies they watch each week. In the school, there are 1,200 students that are attending. Predict the number N of students in the school who watch one movie each week. According to your survey, you asked 75 people, and the students who watch one movie each week are 21 students. So that is 21 students out of 75. This question is saying how many N students out of 1,200 will get to watch one movie per week. What you're going to want to do here is to set up this proportion. Notice I said 21 out of 75 because that is what the circle graph showed me, and something N out of 1,200. To start solving, I have to cross multiply. So I'm going to do 21 times 1,200. That is going to give me 25,200. And then I also do 75 times N, which just gives me 75N. Now I need to get the letter N by itself, so I'm going to divide both sides by 75. When I divide 25,200 by 75, I get 336 people. Okay, so if you need to review the video, you can rewind it if you need to. But we're going to go ahead and look at this question that you will try. So now you will try this one. This is question 10, the last question in your notes today. You asked 75 randomly chosen students how many movies they watch each week. Same amount of people. There are 1,200 people still in the school. Predict the number of students in the school who watch 2 or more movies each week. So you are now working with this number right here. If you would like to use a calculator on this question, you may. Once you're done, you need to go ahead and go on to the next slide. So go ahead and just pause the video right here so you can look at the information. When you're done, go ahead and click play. This concludes our video on samples and populations. To make sure that you receive credit for today's notes, you'll need to make sure that you bring me your notes so I can see all 10 of your questions answered correctly, and then you can go ahead and begin homework with your partner once you're done showing me the notes. Thanks for tuning in and have a great day.